Now, before we head into Super, I have to explain how DBS canon works before I start. So, in DBS, there are a total of 3 separate canons that you need to know about. There's the anime canon, the manga canon, and the movie. So, for the movies, every movie following Battle of Gods is canon in the DBS. So that means Battle of Gods up until the most recent movie, Superhero. And usually the anime and the manga addresses those sagas by either mentioning that they happened or by giving us a saga that goes over the entire movie. Now when it comes to the anime and the manga, if you want to know what the actual canon is, the only way I can explain it is, it's all canon. It's just that some things are less canon than others. The events that play out in both of the continuities are 100% canon. For example, Hit losing to Monaka, that happened in both of them, meaning it's 100% canon. While the events that differ are not 100% canon due to them not appearing in both continuities, but in a weird way they still are. In the example, Kaioken Goku versus Hit in the anime, and then when we go to the manga, all we have is Blue Goku versus Hit. So that isn't 100% canon, but it still is. Kinda weird, but yeah. Now, with that out the way, the 11th saga to kick off the Dragon Ball Super Renaissance was the Battle of Gods saga, and that saga was derived from the movie. And thanks to it, Dragon Ball was revived in modern media. The only thing that I wish that they didn't do was rehashing it in the anime, but besides that, this movie did a whole lot of good. Anyways, in this saga we meet the Oracle Fish, the Destroyer God Beerus, and his angel Whis, as well as Champa and his angel Vados, even though they don't play a huge part right now. Now moving on, the antagonist of this saga was Beerus, and his goal was to find and fight the Super Saiyan God. The only problem his goal presented to our heroes was that he was going to destroy the Earth over a small altercation with Boo. So our hero's goals became to give Beerus what he wanted and hopefully stop him from destroying the world. The key moments in this saga was expanding the god hierarchy by introducing a god of destruction and his angel, which would be expanded further as the series continued. Beerus absolutely breaking the power scaling of the series by making the strongest Z fighters look like complete fodder, the introduction of the Super Saiyan God transformation and ritual, Super Saiyan God Goku vs Beerus, Goku absorbing the power of Super Saiyan God, and Beerus falling asleep, and as a result, leaving Earth in one piece. Also, we know that Pan was born a few months after the events of this movie, so I'll just put it here. The 12th saga revolves around Frieza. The resurrection of F Saga, just like the previous saga, follows the events of the movie. Side note, in the manga, this saga was skipped over, but it was acknowledged that it happened. Now when it comes to popularity, I'm pretty sure the Dragon Ball community can agree that this was the worst saga in the entire DBS series, but we still have to cover it. Now when it comes to the characters that were introduced, there was Sorbet, Tagamo, Pan, and we get the pleasure of meeting the Galactic Patrol's strongest soldier, Jaco. Moving along, Frieza once again is the big bad, and his goal is simply to get revenge on Goku for embarrassing him. As for our heroes, it's just to stop him. The key moments in this saga include Goku and Vegeta's training with Whis, Goku vs Frieza, Frieza's golden form, the Super Saiyan Blue transformation, Vegeta vs Frieza, Frieza destroying the Earth, Whis rewinding time, and Goku stealing Vegeta's kill. The 13th saga of DBS was the Tournament of Destroyers, and it was the first tournament saga of Super, and honestly, thank God this saga came out when it did. After having to deal with 2 rehashed movie sagas, this one felt like a breath of fresh air, and it's the reason why Super didn't die. Most notably episode 39, which was the turning point for DBS. Moving along, its main antagonist was Universe 6's God of Destruction, Champa. Champa's goal was to take Universe 7's Earth and move it over to Universe 6. As for our side, it was simply for Beerus to obtain the Super Dragon Balls and wish for whatever his heart desired. The characters introduced in this saga were Zuno, Tights, Universe 6's Supreme Kai, Kaba, Hit, Mogeta, Botamo, Frost, the mighty Nippo Monaka, the Galactic King, Super Shenron, and Zeno and his attendants. When it comes to key moments, this saga gave us Goku vs Frost, Piccolo vs Frost, Vegeta vs Frost, Vegeta vs Kaba, Kaba unlocking Super Saiyan, Vegeta vs Hit, Hit in his unique time skip ability, which improves in the anime but not in the manga, Goku vs Hit, Blue Kaioken in the anime, Monaka one-punching Hit and winning the tournament, the introduction of the King of Everything, Zeno, and the expansion of the Dragon Ball universe by introducing more universes with gods of destruction and angels. The 14th saga was the Trunks Saga, and this is where Super finally picks up its slack, and funnily enough, this is the only saga that's an actual saga, in the anime at least. If you think about it, the first two sagas were movie sagas, and the other two were just tournaments. This saga was the only one that aired that felt like a traditional DBZ saga, with an actual villain, and a back and forth struggle between our heroes and their foes. Anyways, this saga reintroduces us to Trunks, and we meet Future Mai, Goku Black, Future and Present Zamasu, Kawasu, the Grand Priest, Fuse Zamasu, and Future Zeno. With Zamasu being the big bad of this saga, his goal was to eradicate all the mortals, and for our heroes it was simply to return to peace and maintain it. The key moments in this saga are the death of Future Bulma, the introduction of Goku Black, the reintroduction of Future Trunks, Trunks vs Goku, the reveal of Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, Goku vs Goku Black, anime only, Trunks revealing that he trained with the future Supreme Kai and soundly defeated Bora and Babidi, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, Super Saiyan 1 and 2 Goku Black in the manga, Vegeta vs Goku Black round 1 and 2, Super Saiyan God Vegeta being revealed in the manga, the introduction of the God Blue Switch in the manga, Goku and Trunks vs Zamasu and Goku Black, the introduction of the Hakai, Merge Zamasu, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, Vegito vs Merge Zamasu, the final Kamehameha, the introduction of Perfected Super Saiyan Blue in the manga, and whatever the heck this was in the anime, the introduction of Infinite Merge Zamasu, Future Zeno destroying the future, and the little guy being brought to the past, giving us two Zenos. Now it's no surprise that the major differences between the manga and the anime makes the saga really confusing for those who are trying to figure out what canon actually is, but like I said earlier, it's all canon, with some events being more canon than others. If I were to pick which one did this saga justice, I would go with the manga. Moving along, the 15th saga was the Tournament of Power, and unlike the previous saga, it's the opposite in terms of which is better. I believe the anime has the highest highs when it comes to the adaptation of this saga, albeit it has the lowest lows as well, but hey, you win some, you lose some. This saga introduces us to a buttload of new characters, and for simplicity's sake, I'll just name the important one. In this saga, we get Bulla, Ribrianne from Universe 2, Anilaza from Universe 3, Kale, Khalifa, and Kefla from Universe 6, Bergamo, Lavender, and Basil from Universe 9, Topo, Dispo, and Jiren from Universe 11, all the gods of destruction, their angels, and the Supreme Kais, and this is the first time we chronologically see Oob. For the antagonist, it's every other universe, but we'll just say it's Jiren. His goal was to obtain the Super Dragon Balls and make a wish to see what lied beyond strength and not to have his universe destroyed. As for our heroes, it was simply not to be eliminated. Oh, and 17 wanted his boat, which he got. Good for him. When it comes to big moments, we have the Zeno Expo, the birth of Bulla, the reintroduction of Android 17 and Frieza to the story, the revelation that the Cell Juniors are still a thing, manga only, Goku vs Jiren, Universe 7 Spirit Bomb, UI Sign Goku's introduction, the birth of Super Saiyan 2 Kaba, Hit vs Jiren, the birth of Kefla, Goku vs Kefla, Gohan vs Kefla in the manga, the second appearance of UI Sign, the best Kamehameha in DBS, Master Roshi showing Goku the principles of Ultra Instincts in the manga, Anilaza vs Universe 7, Dispo vs Gohan and Frieza in the anime, Vegeta vs Jiren, Vegeta's final flash, the birth of Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, Goku and Vegeta vs Jiren, Topo vs 17 and Frieza, the birth of God of Destruction Topo, Vegeta vs Topo, Goku, Vegeta, and 17 vs Topo, 17 Sacrifice, the birth of Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, MUI Goku vs Jiren, the final battle in both the anime and manga, Universe 7's victory, the revival of all the universes that were destroyed, and Frieza's revival. The 16th saga was the Broly movie, and yes, it is canon to both of the continuities. This movie is absolutely gorgeous and is a battlefield slugfest through and through. In this saga, we're introduced to Broly, Paragus, Chilai, Limo, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we see canon versions of King Vegeta, Bardock, and Gine. As for the big bad, it's Frieza once again. No surprise, and he planned on using Broly's absurd strength in order to put an end to Goku and Vegeta. Our hero's goal was to simply stop him, as they usually do. Key moments include the canon introduction of Broly and Paragus being saved, Vegeta vs Broly, Super Saiyan God Vegeta being animated, Goku vs Broly, the death of Paragus, the birth of Super Saiyan Broly, Goku and Vegeta vs Broly, the canon introduction of Gogeta, Gogeta Blue vs full-powered Super Saiyan Broly, and Broly living to see another day. The 17th saga was by far the best thing that happened to the DBS manga, and that was the Moro Saga. It is the best saga in Super, and only because out of all the sagas before it, it's the only one that truly, and I mean truly, feels like a DBZ saga, with the Goku Black Saga coming close, but we know that the ending, for the anime at least, was horrible. In this saga, we meet Maris, the Grand Supreme Kai, Paibara, Sagambo, 7-3, and Moro. With Moro being the big bad, his goals were similar to King Piccolo's in that he wanted to regain his youth and power. After that, it was to suck the universe dry. And our hero's goal was to stop him. As for the key moments, we have Goku and Vegeta vs Moro on New Namek, Moro's suck ability being revealed, the re-emergence of the Grand Supreme Kai, the Grand Supreme Kai vs Moro, Moro regaining his youth, the Galactic Prison breakout, Vegeta's training with Paibara, Goku's training with Miris, the Z Fighters versus the Galactic Prisoners, Gohan and Piccolo versus 7-3, round 1 and 2, Miris being revealed as an angel in training, Goku tapping into UI sign consciously, Goku vs Moro, Vegeta vs Moro, Vegeta's spirit fission, Moro eating 7-3, and the birth of Moro 7-3. Moro 7-3 destroying the entire Z team, Miris vs Moro 7-3, the death of Angel Miris, Goku tapping in the MUI consciously, Goku vs Moro 7-3, the birth of Angel Moro vs MUI Goku, Vegeta's spirit fission spirit bomb thing, being revealed to have God Ki, Goku's avatar form, the death of Moro, and the revival of Miris without his angelic powers. The 18th saga in the DBS series was the Granolah the Survivor saga, and in this saga, out of all the previous sagas, had the most fighting. Like, too much. Or more like the fighting lasted the longest in my opinion. In this saga, we meet Granolah, Oatmeal, Monaito, Elec, Gas, Maki, and Oil. The big bad of this saga was the deplorable, despicable, the dreg of society, Elec. His goal was to use his family to attain knowledge about the universe and eventually overthrow Frieza. Thankfully, he was absolutely obliterated by the Emperor himself. Our hero's goals was originally to help the Heaters, seeing as they were tricked into fighting Granolah, but they quickly learned that wasn't the case. After that, it was simply to stop Gas from killing them. The key moments were the introduction of another set of Dragon Balls and the Wish Dragon Tarambo, Granolah wishing to be the strongest, Goku's training with Whis, Vegeta's Hakai training with Beerus, Goku vs Granolah, Vegeta vs Granolah, the introduction of Ultra Ego, Granolah's second red eye activating, the reveal of Gas wishing to be the strongest, Gas vs Granolah, Gas vs Goku, Goku learning about Bardock, Bardock being revealed to be the one who saved Granolah, Monaito, and Granolah's mother, as well as taking on and defeating Gas, Bardock's wish on the Dragon Balls, Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah vs Gas, the reveal of True Ultra Instinct, the revelation of Gas's rapid aging, the introduction of Frieza and his new form, Black Frieza, the death of Gas, Elec being blasted straight to hell, and Black Frieza defeating MUI Goku and UI Vegeta with a single attack. The 19th saga and the most recent one is the Superhero Saga, and in it includes the ongoing saga in the manga right now and the superhero movie. This saga is a two-part package. This is because this new saga is a prelude to the events that happen in the movie, and it will tie into it. The big bad for this saga is Cell Max, or I would say the Red Ribbon Army. Now, seeing as we don't know all the characters yet, I can't name everyone as there might be a new character in the upcoming chapters, but as of right now, we've been introduced to Dr. Hito, the Alpha Series androids, Beta 1, Goten and Trunks' school friend, and in terms of who we meet in the movie, we have Gamma 1 and 2, and Cell Max. Key moments in this saga include Trunks vs Beta 1, Piccolo wishing for a new form, Ultimate Piccolo, Piccolo vs Gamma 2, Gohan vs Gamma 1, the birth of Orange Piccolo, the birth of Cell Max, the Z Fighters vs Cell Max, Gamma 2's sacrifice, Giant Orange Piccolo vs Cell Max, the birth of Beast Gohan, and Beast Gohan finishing Cell Max. And with that, this puts an end to DBS for now, and it puts an end to this video. So yeah, thank you to everyone that watched this video. I hope you have a good day. Peace, peace. Deuce, deuce.